Emilia, it's wonderful to meet you.
Lovely to meet you as well.
Congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
May the force be with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can say, even though it's not a kind of lightsaber type Star Wars
No, but
film.
I still think you can.
Yeah, it's still allowed?
Yeah, it's definitely still allowed.
Okay. What is the definitive pronunciation of Solo's first name?
This was something I got told off for such a long time, to the point where Alden himself was like, dude, get it right.
Get it
like,
right.
Just get my name right.
This is take 18.
So as an English person, I instinctively want to say Han, like man.
Yeah, I get it.
And I was absolutely rigidly schooled into saying Han, because that is how an American would say it. Even though I was an English-speaking person, trust me, it's an argument I had, I have to say Han. And so I now say Han, but every time I say it, I'm even doing this press tour.
It's an effort.
It's an effort.
Yeah, I know.
With my friends, I'm like, yeah, Han.
You can say Han for this one.
Okay, cool. Han, thank God.
Speaking of Han and Chewie, how does it feel to be the third wheel in one of cinema's most iconic movie bromances?
I know. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we?
We have.
The best friend.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, what's up? You okay?
What about me?
Yeah, exactly. What about this one?
Speaking of Han and Leia, how does it feel to be the third wheel in one of the most iconic movie romances as well?
No, I know. It's the the one before the one. It was something that I genuinely didn't spend too much time thinking of, because there's so much pressure that if you choose to sort of spend your time freaking out about it, then you can. There's pressure on every job that you do. There's pressure on every movie that you do because people see it. But this one, I tried very hard not to spend too much time freaking out about that. And that was because she was before Leia. It was kind of much easier. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's much easier to kind of create a new environment for that.
I was wondering who wore it better. Capes.
Yes.
Donald Glover
Yes.
as Lando Calrissian.
Yes.
Or Kit Harington as Jon Snow.
It's a different cape game. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, they're both capes.
What?
They're both capes in my eyes.
They
Yeah,
are
they're
both capes. Well, see, look at that poster. That's a fetching cape. That is like, that's a sexy cape.
It is a very
Kit's is
sexy.
more practical and more kind of rugged and manly sort of thing.
He needs to keep warm. So that's
He needs to keep
his
warm.
is more-
Winter's,
yeah,
you know,
okay.
somewhere.
So sexy, practical.
Exactly.
I know what I'd take. Practical.
Absolutely.
Every
Of
day of
course
the
you
week.
would.
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Speaking of your Game of Thrones pals, Mr. Weiss and Benioff,
Yes.
rumoured to be involved with Star Wars,
Yeah.
rumours supposedly filming back in Ireland as well.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in working with them or kind of tying up those stories, or have you heard anything about that?
What, for Star Wars?
For Star Wars, yeah.
I mean,
And
how's
working
yeah?
with them?
How funny would that be? All right, lads.
Yeah.
Do you want to do my whole life? Do you want to do my whole career?
Yeah.
Let's just do that. A bit easier, isn't it? We've already got shorthand. Yeah.
I was wondering, you're approaching the end of your time in Ireland. It's been wonderful having you.
Yo, thanks.
That's from everybody, by the way.
Oh, thanks, Ireland.
You're welcome. It's going to be the mother of all rap parties. Are you looking forward to that
That's
particular?
quite a lot. This has so much thought put into it. Like, it's the only thing we talk about on set. We're like, we've got to bring it.
The party?
The parties.
Oh, parties?
There can't just be one rap party for
Are
like
you having them like
almost 10
dotted
years.
around and all?
Well, yes, so we'll do different parties, you know, like so-and-so raps, you have a party, so-and-so raps, you have a party, the whole thing raps, you have a party, do the press, you have a party.
So most
I
of the
plan
time...
on partying my way through the end of Game of Thrones.
Okay. No, I think everybody plans on doing that, just to fight back the tears.
Well, completely, exactly, just another pint.
Speaking of, where, in your opinion, do you get the best pint of Guinness in Ireland?
In Ireland, well, see, because I'm Belfast, so like
Okay, let's go
most
for Belfast. Okay.
And the Spaniard does a beautiful pint of Guinness.
Okay, good stuff.
Yes.
Favourite bit of slang that's found its way into your...
Bouchie.
Bouchie?
Love it.
Bouchie?
Bouchie, yeah.
Happy days.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm going to say it, and then your man, I find myself doing your man a lot.
Your man, Han.
And then you were doing this, and you were doing that, and your man this, and what's the crack, and Bouchie. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Apart from my
shafting.
moments are like, Budgie? What?
Budgie.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Well, listen, it's been a pleasure, Amelia, and
Likewise.
enjoy the parties.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
I will.
thanks.
I will. Cheers.
Push it!